Hey everybody, I just wanted to drop this little note here at the beginning of this episode. We recorded this, I guess about a week into November. We'll explain why we missed the very end of OctoberFest, but I apologize for not getting this out sooner. It's just November turned out to be a very busy month not dealing with anything, just with family obligations and work and all that kind of stuff. So, count this as a bonus OctoberFest episode that you get right here at the beginning of December. So we hope that everybody has a good holiday season, and we will see you guys after the first of the year. Take care.
Probably should have had all that on record.
Absolutely not.
Well, welcome back to the Project Gen X podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Alan Smith, along with...
I'm the other guy, Big Dave.
And we were also joined by...
Ariel Morgana.
Unfortunately, we do not have your sound effect today because we had some...
technical difficulties.
Yeah, we had some equipment failure, and that still has not been fixed yet. So we had to go back to our old setup, which is part of the reason why we kind of abruptly ended OctoberFest. And
that and the fact that I got the flu for 5 days.
But Ariel and I were here set to go, and that's when we found out that the...
What I've always known is technology is bullshit.
Yes, pretty much.
Back in my day.
Says the youngest person here.
I know, right?
Damn millennials. But
listen, I don't claim the millennial.
But we are going to extend OctoberFest a little bit because we had promised to talk about some stuff, namely Clown in a Cornfield, because we kept talking about it all month long. And we finally got Ariel to watch it. And so we're going to talk about that. And we are also on this episode going to talk about the movie Sinners.
He just never stops talking.
Well, I'm just setting up for what we're going to be doing this episode, and then we can round it out by just talking about how this year kind of went, with some other stuff. I've got some other stuff to add onto this at the end as well. So, as Dave was saying, Ariel, what did you think of Clown in a Cornfield?
I liked its look. I liked the production of it. Mm-hmm. I like the 90s. I do like the 90s. Yep. I was born in the 90s.
Very 90s.
So I do very like the 90s.
Very 90s.
I think it was all right. I don't know why. I feel like you were like hyping it up, and I was thinking it was going to be something like, I don't know, supernatural or like psychosocial or something.
I said from the beginning, it is just a slasher.
I know, but you're like, but it's not what you expect, is what you kept saying. And I was like, okay. And then like I was watching it, and then like midway through, I was like, well, I know what to expect now. And it was what I expected.
Okay. So, but it was fun, right?
Oh, it was, yeah.
Exactly.
I do like the production of it. And I do like the I mean, at least it's a nice story.
Oh, and it definitely nods and winks at you the whole time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, and there's...
there's...
it's definitely inspired by Scream.
Yeah.
And Children of the Corn.
Yep.
And...
It,
and even we talk about Thanksgiving a little bit, I mean, it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, no, it's a whole bunch of these movies like kind of jammed into one. And I loved it. I mean, I absolutely loved it. Now, the sad thing is that of all the characters, usually I love these kinds of movies because I've always enjoyed, like teen slashers or, teen dramas, that kind of stuff. The sad thing with watching it, that even when I saw this in the theater back in the spring when it was released, and I kept going away going like, man, that dad really kind of...
That hurts.
Especially the thing she says at the first. When he's like, they're in the car. You remember? They're in the car, and he's listening to like that 80s, I forget what song it was, and he's like rapping along to it. And she's like, God, could you end with the 80s music? He goes, why? She goes, you do realize that the 80s is as far away from me as the 40s were for you. And he's just like, no, it's not. And she's like, do the math. And he's like, oh.
It's like, I hate you, child.
Don't remind me of my age, child.
Yeah, it very much made me feel my age. I did not like that at all.
Right, but it was one of those like...
That's very realistic too, because if I play any kind of 80s music at my work, the little teeny boppers
are like,
what is this? This is trash. And I'm like, trash? You respect Queen.
I'm
Rolling Stones. What
I'm
are you
of the
about?
opinion that if you don't learn your history, then you are doomed to repeat the bad parts of it.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's the same thing with music. If you do not learn your music history, well, there's going to be a whole lot of boy bands that come back around again. Okay.
Generic.
Well, that always happens.
I know, but it comes back bigger and worse every time. So it's like
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm just now finding out I may have a special connection to this movie.
okay.
Its original release date at South by Southwest
Yes.
was on my birthday,
Oh,
So
wow.
it was in March.
March 10th.
Yeah. My buddy Steven saw this at South by Southwest.
Really?
Yeah. So, and I think he saw it like last year or something like that. It was originally screened a little while, like I think about a year ago or something.
It was March 10th, 2025.
So it was this year.
It was
It
this
was
year.
this yes, it played this year. I know.
No, it premiered at South by Southwest on March
maybe it
10th
wasn't
of
him.
2025.
But this movie has been in the pipeline for a while. Like it's been finished
Yeah.
for a while.
It finally hit theatrical release on May 9th. Of
Right.
this year.
Yeah, I went to see it like
Yeah.
weekend that it opened, and I found it, like you said, it feels like fall. That's the whole thing about it. Is it like
Yeah.
it has that feel to it? You know.
It gives off like Halloween vibe.
Absolutely,
The
and
first
I loved
Halloween.
Yeah.
it. And of course then the whole
Founders Day.
the Founders
I do like the way the
Day.
clown looks too.
Yeah,
I
there you
like
go.
his aesthetic.
the clown's creepy.
Yeah.
No,
What's
that's
his
not even
name?
that creepy.
Yeah.
What's the
It's-
clown's name?
It looks like one of those.
Hold on.
Fendo.
Is it-
Something Fido. Fido is a
Friendo?
different movie.
Is it
Friendo.
Is it Friendo the
Friendo,
Friendo
the
the clown?
clown.
Something like
Yes,
that.
it's Friendo.
Something like that.
I'm
yeah.
looking it up.
But
I
it's
wanted to say Fido.
Fido. Yeah, why not?
You remember that
Friendo.
movie? You ever saw
Friendo, yes,
Fido?
Friendo.
It's
I
definitely
have not. I've heard
Friendo.
good things about that
It's a
movie, but I've
zombie
never.
movie.
Yeah, I know it's a zombie movie.
It's great. It's great.
But they left this open for more
Yes.
at the end. I like the characters overall.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the mayor / owner of the town.
Yeah.
That whole deal, with him getting away at the end. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of. Have you seen Hellfest?
Yes.
I know you
Yes,
have.
I own it.
I do too. I love that movie.
I see that too.
Yeah,
That's what I was trying to think of.
Yeah, it very
Got
much has that.
I wanted to say Hell House, but not.
Yeah, Hellfest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, a movie that like left open for for more sequels, and we've seen nothing. And I'm just like, that sucks because I really enjoyed that movie. I know it did not do. Hellfest did not do well at the theater.
No.
But I kind of feel like it's one of those movies that could get kind of the trick or treat, like give it
It'll
some
become
time.
like a
and
cult
people are like, hey,
classic.
what's this? Hey, hey, this was actually really good. This was type stuff. And
Yeah.
who knows? It may or may not. So, but yeah, you're right. Some of the kills in this are just great. I mean, just
I enjoyed the kills.
absolutely great.
Yeah.
And I still say that last year's In a Violent Nature
Has the
one of the best
Yeah.
kills in the last while, in a long while. Just set it right there. What are you trying to do?
you don't hear the
I don't hear it. I don't know.
Oh,
You hear it.
maybe
yours,
it's my
yeah.
headphones.
Yeah, I'm not hearing your phone.
I'm hearing the old school
yeah, I know.
Nextel.
I know.
Zzz, tick, 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 zzz, tick, 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 tick.
One more time with feeling.
Bite me.
Once more with feeling.
Once more with feeling. That's right.
Are we making a Buffy reference
No.
this early?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're only 8 minutes in. I got that.
The lawnmower kill.
The lawnmower kill was great. The lawnmower kill was absolutely great. I thought the final kill with the VW bug,
Yes.
it just was pretty good. Yeah, there's and then of course when they're in the refinery,
Yeah.
or in the I guess it's the corn refinery, all the stuff.
Corn syrup refinery.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you notice the pattern that it was about every 30 years
Yeah.
on this when they were killing, or when they had to purge people? They said that it was in the 1930s that there was some homeless. It was some
It's hobos.
that came to town
Yeah.
that wouldn't leave,
And then the hippies.
and the hippies in the 60s.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s there was
Yep.
more, and then here we are.
It's like
Every
it's
30
an
to 30 year.
ode
Yeah.
to Jeepers Creepers.
It's
A little bit.
it's kind of a calling back to what is it? The Black Mark, the short story, The Black Mark, where everybody in the village has to draw the piece of paper and
The lottery.
The lottery.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Shirley
That's
Jackson's
what. Yeah.
The lottery. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit. I can see that.
Kind of hails back to that.
I can see that a little bit. And there was also that stuff like with the kids, the troubled, the bad kids or whatever.
Yeah.
That had their own YouTube channel that they were making friendo. They were making friendo videos.
Oh yeah,
that
that
kind of
you know,
stuff.
I gotta say that's probably the coolest part of the movie was the fact that they were like making it. It's a
guerrilla style horror movie
yeah
that they were putting out on
and
YouTube.
then they were like, and then it became meta because like
Absolutely.
that girl that got that came out and like what she got hit like by like
She came out of the field. And
she came out of the field and
they
they thought that she was pretending and that she was just doing it for the vine.
I liked the there was the one kill with what's her name, the blonde, where they're in the house. Oh, there was also all the stuff of like the one girl they nobody knew how to drive a stick shift.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then when
yeah.
they found a phone, they didn't know how to use a rotary phone.
Yeah.
It's like
When your dad wants to teach you how to drive stick,
you say yes. I know. But when they're in the house and the one clown comes after whatever and like she gets stabbed, she gets run through.
Pitchfork.
Yeah.
The pitchfork, and so the main girl she's like, I'm so sorry, and she like pulls the pitchfork and then gets the clown, and she's
Yeah.
like, I hate you, and the clown goes, I hate you too. It's that kind of stuff where it's like there's humor in it, but it's very there is a lot of comedy in this movie.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it does give off
Yeah.
very much scream.
yes, very much, but it's also that whole like it's not a horror comedy,
Right,
but there's a lot of
right,
comedy in
yeah.
the movie, Then there is the one that I kept talking up here with you where there's a reveal about one of the characters being gay,
Oh yeah.
and that reveal I thought was so funny.
I thought it was too because they were all like, "Oh,
Yeah, because all the
One, they're trapped in that shed.
Right, and there's all these people who are like trying to get in, and like finally it comes out that he's gay, and then all the girls who had been rejected by him were like, "Oh."
that makes sense."
I think that is one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time because again, in this just sheer terror, everybody's screaming like, "Oh, okay."
That also seems like it's very this
It
generation
very
joke.
much so, very much.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, okay, now we get it."
Yeah, but that was it was kind of it made sense. Like again, I did not. I think you, Dave, didn't you say you kind of had already figured that out?
Yeah.
And it was like looking back on it, it's like, oh, this makes sense, especially. With
I
the
thought it was because he
interaction.
was the killer.
Oh, you thought it was him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At first, like in the first 20 minutes,
kept
I was
trying-
like, he's being very sus. He's being very sus. And then
It gave off breakup vibes so heavy at the
Yeah,
very beginning.
it really did. Well, but yeah, that guy, they definitely like, okay, they were really pointing towards, especially when he's like, when they're driving and he's standing in the middle of the road with the deer.
Yeah.
And that kind of is like, whoa, what's going on here? It's like, all right, are they really telegraphing this so hard here?
Yeah.
And then, but then you look back, and especially that exchange between them where it's, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense now. So it's,
One knows exactly what he is, and the other one's
Exactly.
still trying to figure it out.
Exactly. But then, like I said, you get with all they had that whole circle of girls who had all been rejected by the guy, and it was
Yeah.
just like, what's going on here? This doesn't, and it still didn't click for me until the actual reveal. It was like, oh, okay, that's makes perfect sense. But yeah, I mean, it is kind of a. I feel like this movie is kind of a perfect melding of that
The old school,
that
the new
90s
school.
and the modern day. Scream has tried that pretty hard, and I thought Scream 4 did a pretty decent job of that when they resurrected that series back. What was it, a decade ago or whatever? Have you seen that one, Scream 4?
which one is Scream
Which one is that one?
That's
Please
the
don't
one-
say it's the one in New York.
No. It's the one where
Where the original cast comes
The original
back,
cast came back.
and they're doing a TV show or whatever, or doing another movie, or
they're
doing.
well. It starts off. It's very meta in the beginning of it because it starts off with like with stab.
Yep.
It's like stab,
and then it
eight,
goes. It's like
Yeah.
stab,
Blah, 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 and-
stab 2, stab 3,
and it goes through
stab.
all of the like,
Yeah,
To
I've
stab
seen that
8.
one.
Yeah,
It's just
and
been
then
a while.
it turned, and then you have Hayden Panettiere, and you have Emma
Oh, okay.
Emma Roberts, and I forget who, and it became that whole like
Blending.
trying to get the video, like get the likes on social media, type stuff, and it was like they did a fairly decent job,
Yeah.
with blending those together, but I thought this did a much better job with that. So I don't know, it's well worth. I find it to be well worth your hour and a half because
Absolutely.
it's only an
it's
hour
like
and a
90,
half. Yeah.
97 minutes.
Yeah,
long.
something like that. And it does not take you long to get into the story.
Nope.
No,
And
it does keep you like invested.
Right. And it also does a lot of world building.
Yeah.
In that just a very short amount of time of like, this is
Yeah,
where we
but
are.
like
this is why
trauma
we're
bonding
here.
over the dead parent, dead sister
Yeah,
thing. Why
I
was it?
know,
What to
I
me?
know.
Maybe that's why I don't. It's like certain dialogue that I'm like, this is the tropes that they have said for this
There is.
generation.
There
Is
absolutely is.
my mom died of an overdose.
Right.
It's always drugs. It's
Yeah.
always drugs now.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I get it,
think
but
about it.
like, I get okay, but like,
Hello, fentanyl crisis.
yeah, we can. Yeah, we it's kind of the world we live in.
Yeah.
true.
I mean, you write about what you know.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
that too. But like I said, I thought they did a pretty decent job world building in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And kind of get you from the beginning of okay, this is why we're here
That's one of
to
my
this is where
favorites,
we're going. Eating-
That's one of my favorites too.
What Kit Kats?
Kit Kats.
Oh, dude,
I have a chocolate obsession right now.
good for you.
I'm trying to very hard
Go for me.
to be good and not eat the leftover Halloween candy
This is my leftover.
because I managed to hit 307 this morning.
Oh,
So I'm like
you're
this
that close to breaking it. I know.
Yeah.
It's like it's and that's
I don't
frozen-
give a
frozen-
damn. I'm gonna get some Taco Bell after this.
Ariel's just like screw it.
I don't care. The fuck?
Well, I was almost 400 pounds at one point. So the fact that I'm this close to 300,
To breaking 300.
To breaking
I know.
300?
So it's
yeah.
I'm gonna eat this way until my metabolism slows down.
you're already there, honey. Sorry, I'm not saying that. I'm just like your
Excuse
age.
you?
I'm talking about just your age. You're already there.
How old are you now?
She's 30.
We don't talk about it. I'm
Okay,
a
sorry.
lady.
Sorry, she's
I'm a princess. We
that's
don't
right.
talk about it.
Yeah, but you're
We're
at
up
the,
there.
You're at
We're
the
over our
You're at the
20s.
age.
your metabolism has gone. Hi, I'm going on vacation.
Yep. Mhm.
I know.
And it's just
I
gonna
have
keep
realized.
going.
I've realized the thickness. That
Yeah.
I've become.
No, I wouldn't say
Years.
anything about that. It was just
But in like a
the
general
age.
sense,
Yeah,
like
age-wise, once you hit 30, it's
Like I hit 30 and things started breaking.
Yeah.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
or
No,
just retiring and going to Florida completely.
I can't do festivals like I once did.
And-
I can't be setting up this Halloween like I once did.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
And,
rough.
and then it happened again at 40, and then it happened again at 50.
Yeah. Yeah. Every year, every 10 years. It
Every 10 years, it hurts more.
So,
All right. Well,
are we
I got
are we
10 more
trauma
years.
bonding about this now?
I got like,
Sciatica is a stinking
Yeah,
thing.
it is, man.
oh yeah, I have
Terrible.
sciatica issues really bad.
Yeah.
But I have an inverted spine, so that's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
You know, sometimes you're just born with issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Mental, physical. We got them all.
Yeah, we're hitting them all here. So it's speaking of hitting them all, on our
Clowns.
next movie. Oh yeah, give me your candy corn rating.
I enjoyed it, but it's like a popcorn movie for me, so I'm going to go with like 3.5.
Okay. All right.
I agree. 3.5 pumpkins.
I think 3.5 is probably a good for this. It's a good solid film.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not like this is something you absolutely have to see.
And it's not terrible. Like it's not like oh man, the writing's bad, the script is bad, the production's bad.
Your friend came out to see you.
Fuck.
The sneaky snake says hello.
We have a new family member here at the house. It is a ball python that Ariel is sitting
Right
in
next
front of.
to it.
She doesn't like snakes, apparently. So
It was staring into me in my soul.
He's in a
Look at
glass.
me, look at him, look
I
at me.
know.
He's in a glass box. You're
He
okay.
can't get to you.
Yeah, have you seen Harry Potter?
No, I haven't. I've seen.
I have, but
Okay, well, that
Nagini
glass ain't.
Nagini was a person first.
I believe they're all people. I believe all animals are people, and they're out. These ones, that one. Look, he's coming at me.
No, he's not.
No, he's
just trying to.
He's doing his nightly rounds.
He might
Trying
be
to go-
getting ready to eat.
He may be. Well, he's going over.
No, he's looking at me, looking at him, looking at me.
Well, you see, he's got a little. There's a mouse right there.
Get him. Get him.
Oh, I said tiny mouse.
Yeah.
No, might be going for a drink of water instead.
Yeah. You know, I think he's just going to go look around.
Your dog freaked me out.
So our second movie is Sinners.
I thought we were going to say Anaconda for some reason. No, we're going to talk about Anaconda.
There's a new remake coming out with Jack Black.
I love that. I love that trailer. That trailer is hilarious.
Hysterical.
I don't think I would mind the big snake as opposed to the small ones. The small slithery thing.
Well, that one's
It's
going to get a
pretty
lot bigger. That one's still a juvenile, so he'll probably.
He's
get
what,
at
a
least,
7-8 foot.
He'll probably get at least.
He's
He'll get
sniffing around.
He'll get at least twice as long as he is now, and he will definitely get a lot bigger around. So yeah.
Start speaking in tongues.
Dude, we went to the. Speaking of which, we went to the expo,
Expo.
the reptile expo. I'll get that out in a second. It was funny. One of the booths that we went to, they were sitting there and they had these little signs taped up all around them that they were, because it was a Saturday Sunday deal, that they were going to be having a church service at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and I was just like, don't make snake handling jokes. Don't make snake handling jokes. Just because there'd already been a ton of them, and
Oh, yeah.
especially with us being here in Tennessee.
They've heard them all.
But it was just like, man, that's that those jokes write themselves. So it's just
Especially the further east you get.
oh yeah, you get over in East Tennessee, and it might actually happen.
So Sinners.
Sinners came out in February of this year, I think it was. And it was a huge hit. Matter of fact, I think it's still playing in some theaters right now. They had
April 18th.
April 18th. So they had a re-release of it during October.
138 minutes long.
Yeah, dude.
Had a $100 million budget, and so far it has returned $367 million.
It was
138 minutes long, and I still don't think it was long enough.
Okay. So let's all right. First, all right. It was written and directed by Ryan Coogler, same guy that did
Creed.
He did Creed. He did Black Panther.
Which is why it is
It's Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan.
Both
That man fine.
and Michael B. Jordan plays identical twins.
Yep.
Yes.
So it's a dual role.
And he does a wonderful job of making them their own characters.
Yep.
Like it's like no, that's Smoke and that's Stack.
Yep.
I mean, it's like there's no like more times than not when you see someone play twins like that,
Yeah.
it's basically the same character.
Yeah.
The difference
different
is
color clothes.
different clothes. That's usually what it comes to. This is like no, they are two distinctly different characters. And
I didn't watch any trailers leading up to this movie.
Oh, so you didn't know?
I had no clues. All I knew was the poster outside of the theater I went to, and it like showed the two sides of him.
Right.
And you think it's like his character, and he just has two different sides.
Right.
I went into it cold as well.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really wanted to because I had heard people who were like, "It's good."
I already knew what it was about going into it. Like I had heard, because you didn't really get that from you got a little bit of it from the trailer, but you really
you got the vampire vibe
Right,
from the
exactly.
trailer.
Yeah.
But I did not realize that this, much like From Dusk Till Dawn,
It's almost
I
exactly
know,
to me.
are two different movies that are put together where you're like
So
front of this
fabulously
movie
done.
you're in one place, and then the second half of the movie you're in somewhere completely
It's kind of a
Yeah.
Dusk Till Dawn type.
very
thing.
much so.
Yeah, it's very invested in the first part of the story.
Absolutely.
The characters.
And I'll say this, when I saw this in theater back in April or whenever it was that it came out,
Yeah.
I came away from it going, I loved the first half of this movie.
Yeah,
I
so
wanted
did
to,
I.
I
So
wanted
did
to
I.
live more into that, and I was like, the second half of it was okay. When I went back and rewatched it,
Oh, yeah. I
weeks ago.
rewatched it the day before yesterday.
I came away with it going, no, these are two solid movies. Like,
Because then you start to
together. Yeah,
realize what
it's-
connections they made at the
absolutely,
beginning and the
absolutely,
end to
yes.
it. Mm-hmm.
And
Still, though, I could have watched another 2 hours of just smoke and stack together.
Absolutely.
Whatever's going on in their lives. What's up? What happened?
I'm putting this out for the table, and I'm really kind of curious of your answer to this, Ariel. Is Haley Steinfeld hot?
In my personal opinion, no. But as the popular culture of my age, yes.
Dave?
She's more cute than hot.
Okay. So like
people say she's hot. There's a
Girl
thing.
Next Door thing.
Yeah, because obviously I've seen her in other stuff. Of course, she was in Hawkeye,
Yeah.
and then she was also in was it Bumblebee, and she's been in a bunch of stuff. And I remember like when she's kind of
I've just heard her name several times.
Yeah,
I
obviously,
really
the first thing that I
been
saw her in, like most people, was that remake of True Grit because she played the young teenage girl in that, and I didn't really think anything about it. And then like I think it was when Bumblebee and like because they had her plastered all over stuff, and I was like, she's kind of attractive, but there's something.
It's Girl Next Door.
There's something a little off about her, I mean, and not off a lot, but it was just like there's something. It's like she's almost there. And so, and even in this, I liked her character in this. I loved her character.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that swimsuit model that was an actress for a while.
Which one?
She was in Sports Illustrated. I don't know.
Elle McPherson.
Upton? Kate Upton?
Oh,
Kate Upton.
See, Kate Upton.
Because she did acting for a little while, too.
All right, you know what? The best thing about Kate Upton is her boobs. Okay, let's be honest.
But she has that similar face where it's like she's not unattractive. She kind of goes off like a girl next door kind of vibe.
We're getting into something. Okay, I have that same deal with Sydney Sweeney. Okay, like
Sydney Sweeney. Oh,
okay.
No, I like Sydney Sweeney.
So here's the deal with Sydney Sweeney. I know we're getting off.
We can talk about ladies.
I'm just going to sit over here and
I am not.
listen to y'all.
I am not one of those like, oh, she's mid, like a lot of people say about her,
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, no. She would definitely be like the hottest girl in Columbus, Ohio, or
I think
is this
Sydney,
the new American the
American Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah, that girl.
The thing I think is cool about her is that like she builds cars.
Yeah.
She's like a legit mechanic and
she
builds her own cars.
I know, yeah, and
I liked her in Euphoria, so I watched that show.
The first time I saw her was in it was a 1-season deal on Netflix. It was called Everything Sucks. It was set in the 90s.
Yeah,
and I remember like at that time being like, there's something about her, like she's got that it factor.
I liked her. I like her vibe.
Euphoria. We've talked about Euphoria before. I'm not a big fan of that show,
I
really cannot stand Cassie. Okay, I mean that is just like Cassie is every time that Cassie's on screen, it's like, okay, what terrible decision are you going to make now?
Yeah,
I mean it's just
but
over and over.
Also,
and over
kind of relatable. That's why.
Okay.
As a female, that's why I think it's so big. That show is so big because it's very relatable.
But I really liked her in. Have you seen Anyone But You? Mm-mm. Okay. I know it's a rom-com. It's it's her and what's the guy's name? He's going to be in The Running Man. He was in. Are
they remaking The Running Man?
It comes out here in a couple weeks.
Oh, that is.
It actually looks pretty decent. What's his name? He was in Top Gun Maverick, and he was in Twisters.
Oh, that guy.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, Glenn Powell. It's her.
I have no idea who
it's
that
her
is.
and Glenn Powell, and it's actually really good. Like it's like wow. I was surprised at how good this was for being.
I think Sydney Sweeney's more attractive than Mia Goth.
I'll give you that. I'll 100% give you that. I'll 100%.
I like her acting. I love her acting.
I know.
But
yeah, I know.
I don't think she's attractive. She looks like an AI.
She does. I'm glad you said that. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I kept trying to figure out what it was about Mia Goth's
She
face
doesn't look-
that was like, there's something that's like not right here, and not like.
Or when Christina Ricci didn't have eyebrows back in those days. Remember?
Christina
That
Ricci, you got to
vibe.
go, okay, which Christina Ricci do you like? Do you like fat Christina Ricci or do you like super skinny Christina Ricci? I mean, it's like.
I like thick Christina Ricci.
I like thick Christina Ricci too. It's like, but anyway, Dave just sitting there
far
like,
off
all right,
topic,
dude,
man.
This
This all started because of Haley Steinfeld being in a
Can we
movie.
talk about something that's not going to get me in trouble with my wife?
This is going to be the rest. This is what our podcast is going to be from here on out. It's going to be Ariel and I talk about
Females?
about Hollywood.
All right.
If actresses are hot or not.
Oh,
So-
good Lord. I'm taking my podcast equipment and going home.
Anyway, I really, really liked Haley Steinfeld in this movie.
She was something.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I mean,
everybody was shocked by her
yeah.
commentaries.
She.
I was shocked too.
there's this scene after she's turned when
Are
she
you talking about the spitting scene?
yes, and
Everybody talks about the
and it was so
spitting scene.
funny. Like I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, that's gross. And then I kept hearing all these commentaries from people after the fact who were like, well, we know what the next big fetish is going to be.
Oh no!
And I was like, please don't. Please don't.
no.
Okay. It's like,
Oh yeah, it already has. When that movie came out, everybody responded to that part.
I don't know. Okay, fine, whatever.
I hate the internet.
I know.
I've decided I hate the internet.
Has ruined society.
I've decided I need to move further out in the country and get rid of electronics.
Yeah,
at this point.
But let's talk about the music in this film.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
The music is great. I want to say this though. That one scene, that's kind of like the scene musically.
Well, they have this whole.
Are you talking about when they're trying to lure him?
No.
No, they
When
have
he's
this whole
playing,
like I don't know.
Who? Which
it's
one?
not like
when
it's like mythology.
Sammy?
Church, when Sammy's playing, okay, and like it's that whole deal, and then you hear what's his name,
I don't
Lindell, Lindo's character, where he's the older blues
Yeah.
man, and he's talking about like there are some people that that are
Have the magic.
that have
Well,
the
this-
magic that can do it.
This is that mythology that I was
Right.
getting ready to bring up, where music can cross time and space,
Right, exactly.
and all of that.
I like the idea of.
I
that.
wish they had gone further into that storyline.
Right. I did not particularly care for the execution of it, though. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
For several reasons. One, it was a little like I loved his playing and singing when he's doing his acoustic blues stuff. So I love that. And when the Hendrix guy comes in,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, fine. But then you get the African dancers, and then you
Well,
get,
that's the past.
I know,
And they talk
I know.
about past,
And then
present, and future.
and then you get the DJ, and you get this, and it's just it all gets really convoluted and everything. Like it's like it doesn't.
Well,
it doesn't mesh really well.
You get them a little bit at a time, and then it all kind of becomes this
Right.
big cacophony
Right.
of all of it, which kind of, I don't know, peaks it
Yeah.
at one point before it all comes back to just him and his guitar.
Right, and that's also the big thing that lures
Yeah.
the main vampire, because he realizes what's going on, and he says, "I want to see my people again."
I think
can
when
get
you
me there.
first watch the movie, I can see how that part
That would
is
be
a little jam packed because you're like, okay, wait, what's happening now? They're having are they going time traveling, stuff like that? I can understand if you first watch the movie, but I think that's why they did it. Is so it is rewatchable. So it's like the movies that they have up. They're like, what did I just watch?
So
I need to rewatch it, and then if you rewatch
Exactly.
it definitely in the beginning it almost explains everything out.
It does, but again, even with the rewatch,
Yeah.
like I said, the execution of it, I appreciate all of that. Like I'm
Yeah.
I'm cool with this. I see what they're doing here, and I think this is interesting. I just didn't think the way that they put the music together meshed very well. It was very convoluted.
Well, you kind of what happened is you
it was kind of a mess. It was just like everything was thrown in the mix. It's
well,
like,
I
none of
think
this
it was. I think it was kind of supposed to be that way because he got to the point to where he was opening. He had basically thinned the veil
Right.
between the different dimensions and portals in time,
There was
and they were coming in not linearly.
Right.
They were coming in. Okay, here's a little bit in the future. Here's the past. Here's more in the future. Here's further.
I'm
in
a
the past.
big fan of the whole music is magic thing.
Yeah.
There was a comic book that was put out. Vertigo did it. It was in the early 2000s.
Vertigo always did the best
I
stuff.
know. And it was a limited. It was like 6-issue limited series or something. And I've got the collected volume of it in there. It's called Phonogram, and that's the whole premise of this comic is that music is magic.
Yeah.
And there's a
It's because it used to be.
yeah, and they even go into like they're dealing in that book. They're only dealing with like Britpop because J.B. McKelvey was like really into Britpop, the guy that like wrote and drew it and everything. And there's even like in the back of it there is there's an index for all the references of who they're talking about with all these different Britpop, even beyond Oasis and stuff like that, and it's really kind of cool. But they mention other like blues players and country artists and stuff who were like oh yeah, this is over in Appalachia. They use country music for the the same thing, or bluegrass, and this kind of stuff. It's like, okay, that's really cool because it expands the world into, oh, okay, so different music is different magic,
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool that they did it. So that concept in this movie, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm down with this.
Honestly, I wish they had gone more into that.
Yeah.
I think that would be an interesting storyline to go.
Yes,
Somebody should pick that up and run with it.
Yes, and again, there are so many different paths that a sequel or a series of movies that are set in this world could go out of this.
But I absolutely do not want one. I would think a standalone.
I'm with you. I don't need more.
I think that's why it's so rewatchable. It's
But
just
the
like
thing is,
would you want another Dusk Till Dawn?
no, but they made them, and they're not
Weren't
good.
they? They were
No,
good.
They're not good.
They're nothing.
No, it's a-
That's
But,
what I'm
the
saying.
fact that it's the 1930s, the fact that it's Clarksdale, Mississippi,
right.
Mm-hmm.
the fact you've got a main character that's very much a Robert Johnson type character.
Oh, let me ask you, Dave. What did you think about older Sammy?
You mean Buddy Guy?
Buddy Guy, I know.
The second he came on screen, I was like, "Holy crap, it's Buddy Guy!"
I know.
Who I've seen play.
I know, but that was one of the things that, like, when I saw that again, the first time I saw it, I don't know if you knew Buddy Guy or not.
No, but I was explaining.
Really,
But that was the whole thing of like when I'm sitting there, it's again, as soon as I saw him, I was like, that's Buddy Guy.
Blues
That
icon.
is,
Yeah.
whoa, and I thought he was great as the older son.
Yes, absolutely.
That's, and I really liked the way they wrapped all that up.
Yeah.
With that little.
Truly makes you think, like, what is the blues really singing about?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
my God.
no,
Oh, you want to get in? You want to get into some lore, dude? Let me. Let's look. The blues. You have like your standard, like my woman done me wrong type blues, that kind of stuff. You have the,
but you've also got a
working
whole lot
hard.
of occult.
There's a
Yeah.
Robert Johnson
ton.
digs into how Hellhound on My Trail.
yes. I mean there's
there's a bunch
ton.
of stuff.
No,
like that.
I can already see
Yeah.
that was.
There's a ton.
I mean, you're talking
Yeah.
about a music that came out of the Delta. You know it's interlaced with voodoo / hoodoo, and that Caribbean mysticism.
right.
Yeah.
And then you start running it up the Mississippi all the way into Chicago, through St. Louis. It gets deep. And
Yep.
don't get me started because I love the blues. I've been to B.B. King used to do his birthday bash here in Nashville every year. And the amount of musicians.
Why stop doing that?
Well, he might have passed away.
I was like, isn't he dead?
Yeah. But the amount of blues musicians I got to see because he did that, because he would bring all his friends. I mean, that's how I got to see Etta James. That's how I got to see Jay Giles' band with Peter Wolf and, Kenny Wayne Shepherd and Buddy Guy and, all those guys. It just, the blues hits different.
Yeah.
It hits different.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you can definitely there's no aspect of this film. When I first watched it, I was like, dang, everything blends so well together and it makes so much sense.
Well, you get that, the blues stuff. Like, we're just sticking on this, and it makes sense with this movie. You get the blues on the one side. That, again, he mixes all this stuff. There's a lot of elements of religion in it. There's a lot of elements
Like you get that Southern gospel.
There's a lot of
You
elements
get
of
you get the field call and response.
So I was getting ready to get into. You have a lot of stories in the blues about sharecroppers and ex-slaves and stuff like that. They're all they're telling the stories about all this stuff. And then you switch over to Remy, and he's doing that Celtic stuff.
Yes, the Irish.
Yeah.
And it's like, well,
Folk.
you get a lot of mysticism, you get a lot of religion, or actual Catholicism. You get a lot of the English are keeping us down. You get a lot. I mean, so it's like they're like two sides of the same coin.
There's a reason why the Celtic peoples ended up in Appalachia.
Yeah. Well, there's
And
multiple reasons.
There's multiple reasons for it, but they also blended well with the rest of the folks that were already there.
Right.
I mean,
and it was the
banjo is actually an African instrument.
Right. And it's that whole, I explained a couple of times to people that there is a straight line from Celtic music to bluegrass. Like, they are very, very similar. And the reason why is because if you look at where bluegrass came out of, all up through Appalachia, you know, in eastern Tennessee and Kentucky, and
where the Irish and the Scottish
Irish and the Scots came over here to escape oppression from the English government, and they said, you know what? If we go far enough up this mountain, they're going to leave us alone. And that's what they did.
Well, that's what they did in Scotland, though, with the Highlands. And what they've discovered now is that the rock mineral makeup of the Highlands is almost identical to the mountains in Appalachia. They think it might be part of the same mountain range.
Mm-hmm. So that's, again, inside of this movie, you have the blues on one side and you have the Celts on the other side, and they're telling the same stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's just the music's a little different. You know, it's the way they're telling it is different. The stories are the same, though, and it's great. And that's one of those things that, for music nerds like Dave and I, you know, that like, it's like, oh no, I understand this. This is
yeah.
And then on top of it all, like, oh no, I understand this. This is horror. This is.
It was like, oh, this is a vampire movie. That's cool. Go back to the music part of it, please.
You know, and that's what I
Can
said.
we go back to the music
The
part?
first half of this movie, I absolutely loved this world and everything that was going on. And you know, you even get with the Asian family.
Yeah.
The Chinese family of like, and it's funny because, you know, they're obviously Asian. You look at them and tell, but they have deep Southern accents. And it's like, because they lived here.
But here's the thing. They were the bridge between the black community and the white community. They could work in both because of who they were.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, they owned both grocery stores in town. And one was the white grocery store and one was the black grocery store.
Exactly. And, but that was, and then you also hit the call to like, with Smoke and Stack coming back to town, everybody keeps asking, like, oh, yeah, we heard that you were in Chicago working for Capone.
Yeah.
So you know where you are. You're in 1920s during Prohibition.
No, they say it's 1932.
Or is it 32? Yeah, so you're at the end of Prohibition.
Yeah.
And it's hey, you know, what are we going to do here? Well, they brought Irish beer with them. And
no, it was Italian wine and Irish beer.
Italian wine,
because what they did is they pitted the Italians against the Irish, stole their alcohol, and it went south with it.
And that was also one of the things between the two characters, because Smoke was very much the businessman. Like, it was all about money. It's all about, you know, and Stack was like, yeah, that's important, but it's also very important to make sure that everybody has a good time so that they will come back.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we have to create this community outreach basically to get people back in here, and that's when you get into the plantation money and all that kind of stuff, where it's like the money's not worth anything.
The plantation tokens,
and because that's when they're at the end of the night or later on when they're looking at the ledger, and he's like, you see that number at the top, and he's like, yeah, it's a great number. He's like, yeah, that's plantation money, and he's like, you see that on the bottom, that's real money. We're gonna last about a month.
We're upside down right now.
It's like we're gonna last about a month, you know.
Yeah,
and so it's like it is such a layered movie of like, it's not just a depression movie, because this is taking place during the Depression.
It's not just a prohibition.
It's not just a depression prohibition.
It's not just a movie about music.
It's not just a movie about music. It's not just a movie about, you know,
poor
black people and you know and you know, the Deep South. It's not just about vampires.
Yeah.
It's not just about, you know, and it's not just about the Klan, because we do get the Klan.
Oh,
in
yeah.
Here. And it's like,
you even get the Native American side of it.
Yes,
too.
and that's what I was going to get to. The first time that we see Remy, he's being chased down by the which Klan? Remick. Which Klan was it that he was? It was the.
Hold on. It was Choctaw.
The Choctaw, yeah, and that's the whole thing. The house he runs up on, they're like, we don't have Choctaw around here.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, they knew who he was, and they were chasing him.
Yeah.
They were like, no. We know this is bad magic.
Yeah.
We got to get rid of this. So yeah, you're blending all of this into one story. So good, man.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. And you know what's funny is we haven't even really talked about. We've been talking about all the elements of the movie.
Well,
you also talking about the movie.
Is it Stack, whose ex-wife or former wife, estranged wife, is the hoodoo?
It's Smoke.
Is it Smoke?
It's Smoke. Yeah. Stack. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Something doesn't feel right.
No, Smoke is the one who, because he's the oldest of the twins. He is the one that they lost a child. His ex-wife or his estranged wife.
Yeah, Smoke.
Yeah. And then Stack is the one that had the relationship with Haley Steinfeld.
But she's a hoodoo practitioner.
Absolutely. And he keeps asking. He's like, he keeps trying to push it away. Like, I don't believe in any of this. I don't blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Until it comes to his party. And then,
for her not having like as much like they didn't have like any romantic conversation between the two. There was such
There's a tension between
great tension and a great like dynamic
We talked
between
about there
the
was
two.
a lovemaking scene between the two
Yeah.
at one point.
At the beginning or when she's first introduced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when he goes to see her?
When he goes to
They
see,
wind up- they
he
gotta get
goes
it
to
on.
visit his child's grave,
Right.
and then she comes out, and they go in and talk, and she starts building him another bag to hang around his neck.
Right, because even though he has kind of doesn't, even though he doesn't really believe in this stuff, he still was wearing the charm that she gave him.
Yeah.
And had been wearing it since he'd been gone the entire time. Because then that's the whole thing. She starts making him another one.
Yeah.
While they're in there, and then they start rekindling everything.
Yeah.
It didn't show it, right?
Yeah, it did, but it wasn't graphic by it. Well,
I don't
it was.
remember that part.
They were mostly clothed.
They were. Yeah, it's modern day, you don't get that. Oh, okay. So Sammy has found him somebody that he thinks is hot. Her name is
Hold on.
The singer.
yeah,
But she's married.
but she's married, but she's obviously interested in him.
Let me see if I
Can't believe I can't remember her name off the top because it's an interesting name that I really liked.
Jamie Lawson
Yeah, but
as
what's-
Perlene.
Perlene, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So Stack has given him a piece of advice about sex. This was the one on the second time watching it, especially with what she says, where I'm like, oh, dude, seriously? Because
This was a very sexual movie.
it is. It's very,
Well,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
But whenever they go in the back and he starts to do his thing and she's like, no, I need to wash up because I walked here.
Yeah.
Okay. Take that, just the fact that she had to walk there and you're in the deep south and it's, it's hot and humid and all that kind of stuff, on to the fact of this was not a time where there was a lot of...
The 30s, so
This is the 30s, so-
baths are not like a
Yeah,
huge
and
deal.
also there's a lot of unkempt bush going on in this in that.
I don't know
I don't
why
think they
I should be
know. I don't think-
surprised at
I-
anything you want.
I don't think that's a big deal to them.
I guess
The
and I'm like,
cleanliness,
that's
maybe not
a
the
lot
worst
of yeah, but you think about that, and then all the sweating and it's like that's got to
Move
be
along. Move along.
that aroma's got to be a little wild. So that's all I'm saying.
I don't remember the smoke. You said Smoke is the one that had the wife with the kid and stuff like that,
Smoke
right?
did, yes.
Yes.
I don't remember them having sex.
Yeah, they do in her
Her shack.
her shop, yeah, her shack. Yeah, I guess it is.
It's where she lives.
Yeah, but she's also running a business.
Yeah.
She's doing her stuff because the two kids are there.
Yeah.
But when her, for coming to pick something up for their mom. Then there is also the whole Haley. What is her name? Her in the movie, Haley Steinfeld's
Let me see if I
character.
can find it again.
There's question because like Sammy initially says something about, oh, there's a white woman over there that's
She don't
watching this.
belong here.
Yeah, whatever. But then after their interaction and she walks away, he goes, well, maybe she ain't white. And then he asks her later. They're sitting. She finds out who he is when they're at the speakeasy. Oh, you're little Sammy. Here, let me buy you a whiskey. And they're sitting down, and he asks her. He's like, "What are you?"
Talking about Mary.
Mary. Yeah. He goes. He asked her. He's like, "What are you?" And she's like, "I'm a human being. What do you mean?" He's like, "No. What are you?" And she said that her grandmother was half black. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was something. I think it was her
Because there was
grandmother.
this whole thing about when they were younger.
She was mixed.
Mary
Yeah, she-
and,
yeah.
and
Yeah,
Smoke and Stack and everything like
yeah,
that.
her and Stack,
They, like, hung out
she
and stuff like that,
she
'cause
very
she-
graphically says what Stack did to her when they first meet. He's like, "Whoa!"
I remember
she's
them
in love
talking
with him
about
and
how
has
they were
been.
like running around as kids,
Right,
And then
and the whole thing.
the mom took
care of them,
Took care
and
of
then
them.
and her mom she was back in town. She had married a farmer in Little Rock. I remember that they were saying,
Yeah, he set that up.
yeah, but he was in town. She was back in town because her mama had died, and they were having the funeral.
Yeah.
And that,
And you didn't send a single flower.
he's like, we sent your mama a lot of flowers over the years. It's like, yeah.
You didn't show up.
But yeah, there's some tension there as well with all this history and
The dynamic between Mary and
Stack
is okay. It's all right. I
How
think it
about
was
at the
shock
end?
factor.
when they stuck together through. I guess what it had been about last. It was the early '90s, wasn't it?
Decades.
Yeah, so I guess it'd been about 50 years or so.
Yeah. And he's definitely rocking that 90s.
Oh yeah, so
hip-hop
is
look.
she.
Yeah.
I mean that. Yeah, it's because doesn't it say like 1993 or something, 1992 or something? I like when it goes forward. It
I'm
says
gonna look it up
they're
again.
where they are, and it says the date. I think it's 1992.
Wait, was it in Chicago?
Yeah, it was in Chicago, 1992. I think it was.
Yep. 60 years later in 1992.
Yeah. So, and they had stuck together through all of it, come walking in together. I like the whole thing where he talks about Stack says to him, he's like, I've got all your records. He's like, the acoustic stuff sounds like shit.
No, he said the electric sounds
No,
like
he
crap.
said he said
No, he preferred the acoustic.
He said I prefer the acoustic, but the recordings sound like shit.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And then he asked him, do you think you'd ever go back to the real, as he puts it? Oh, that scene where Sammy and Stack are in the car, and he asked Sammy to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that scene. Michael B. Jordan should win an Oscar just off of that scene, if nothing else. Like his reaction and the way, his face, just the acting in that. And there have been quite a few people who said they believe that this movie and Weapons are both going to be nominated for Best Picture.
Really?
Yeah, and I could see it. I mean, that would be fun. That'd be great. To get 2 horror movies nominated. So.
I don't know about Weapons being Best Picture.
Well, Weapons was a good movie.
I think it had a good reaction from people.
Okay.
It was okay.
I really
an
enjoyed
alright
it. I liked Sinners better.
I loved Sinners.
I mean, that was
I fell in love, and then I fell in love again the second time, and I'll probably fall in love every time I watch it.
every time you watch it. Yeah.
Just like From
I
Dusk Till
need-
Dawn, every time I watch that movie, it doesn't matter how old it
Okay,
gets.
speaking of From Dusk Till Dawn, did you ever see the TV series? Do you know?
Oh!
It was on El Rey.
I didn't watch it on El Rey, but I do remember I do remember something.
Yeah. Well, see,
Yes,
okay.
but no.
I
don't
watched the
remember
first season of it
enough.
because when El Rey Network first came on cable, it was one of those things that I had it for a long time, and then it left my cable service, and it was kind of one of those things. It only lasted a few years, like the network itself. But Robert Rodriguez, who who did From Dusk Till Dawn with Quentin Tarantino, was the person who put El Rey Network together. So he was overseeing it. So it wasn't like somebody else went off to his. And they basically retold the story from the first, from Dusk Till Dawn, but they drew it rather than 2 hours.
Yeah. I remember this. I remember that. I remember.
And rather than 2 hours, they drew it out over a 13 episode season or something. And it was really good.
So we were talking about movies that this kind of felt like.
Yeah.
So Coogler has admitted that Robert Rodriguez is a huge influence for him.
I knew that.
And
he said
two films in
Dusk Till
particular
Dawn.
when he was coming up with the idea for Sinners was Dusk Till Dawn
It's obvious.
and The Faculty.
Oh,
That's the other thing I was gonna say. That's the other thing I
Robert
was
Rodriguez.
gonna say.
Yeah. So yeah.
It gives off a very Faculty vibe for
Well,
some reason.
that's Robert Rodriguez,
Yeah.
the Faculty. So
Okay. I was wondering why I kept thinking. I was like, why is it me?
Yeah.
There's nothing
That makes perfect sense.
particularly.
well, the whole deal with Robert Rodriguez, making a movie for what he made what El Mariachi for like $10,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things that do you know about El Mariachi? Robert Rodriguez made this movie called El Mariachi. Okay.
It's basically what got him started.
But yeah, and so then he made
Desperado, which is a sequel
which
to
is a
El
sequel to El
Mariachi.
Mariachi.
Okay.
And it also kind of retells it a little bit. Like you get
Yeah.
a little bit of a recap on the front of it, But that was he's out of where's he out of? He's out of Texas somewhere. He's not out of Austin because that's where Richard Linklater is from.
Yeah, I don't.
But he's from
remember.
down in all around the border in Texas, And it's one of those things. He's dude. Robert Rodriguez has got one of the best. You can go and look it up. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast several months ago, and he does this thing now. I think he actually calls it the Robert Rodriguez Film School or something like that. And basically, what he said his process for writing is he gets a stack of 3x5 index cards, okay, and he'll write down an idea for a scene in a movie or whatever. And he'll say, okay, and then he'll write down, and then when he gets another idea, he'll write that down on another one, put it down, and say, okay, how do I get from there to there? And it's basically using this index cards of writing down, what are the steps to get from this scene to this scene?
Yeah.
I can
And that's
see
how
that.
he builds all that kind of stuff. And that's kind of the whole deal with him is he's like at the end of all of his talks he does, he basically has a stack of empty cards, it's like rubber band about it or whatever. He gives to somebody. He's like, go change your life. This is how you do. This is how you do. He's like, this goes beyond movies. This is anything in your life that you want to do.
Yeah.
You write down that initial thing, of
how do you
this is
connect
where
it?
I am. This is where I am. Okay. This is where I am. This is where I want to be. How do I get from this point to that point? And he says it's just a matter of sitting and
Writing
it down
out.
and making it, basically. It's like, that is ingenious. It's so simple and so perfect of how it was. And it also makes sense with the movies. When you watch a Robert Rodriguez movie, you can see, okay, this is where I started, and I had this idea for this other thing. So how do I get from this point to this point? And that's all usually going back to that old saying, is the journey, is the real, whatever. But it's, it's not about the destination, it's the journey. And it's true. How many movies have you seen that had started off with a really good premise, and then
It loses its way
somewhere along the way, and it never recovers? And then other movies,
Too many plot
Yeah.
holes or plot points.
exactly, or
Yeah.
other movies that maybe doesn't have a great premise, but it's just so good to watch. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, okay, So, but yeah, Robert Rodriguez, I can see that with the obviously the From Dusk Till Dawn, but The Faculty, I can see that one.
Also, Clown in the Cornfield gave off a Faculty vibe too.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because it was kind of pulling from that era of
Again, that
horror
'90s
movies.
stuff,
That 90s.
that post spring,
especially because of the reveal of it being the adults
Right.
and stuff like that.
right?
It's-
But that's like that post Scream,
Yeah.
like '90s, early 2000s. When you get I Know What You Did Last Summer and Urban Legend and The Faculty and all that stuff, that came out after that.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
I said that one right.
Oh, did you? I don't know how I missed
Pay
it.
attention.
Pay attention, man.
I'm tired.
Yeah, I know.
I'm tired.
But there's a lot of the movies in there that I really enjoyed out of that time period that are of their time. I really like Urban Legend. I know it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of you sit and watch that movie and it's like, okay, how did that happen? There's no way that Rebecca Gayheart could have done that because she's tiny. And the person who had to do that had to be huge.
Final Destination.
Yeah, Final Destination's another
There
one.
we go.
That kind of stuff. And but it's still one of those things where it's like, no, but they're a lot of fun. And there is a vibe about them, and that's what Clown in the Cornfield, it has a vibe.
I still Know What You Did Last Summer.
God, that movie's dog. The best part about that movie is
The end.
Well,
That's the best part of the movie was the end when
Jack
it was over.
Black is the stoner dude with dreads.
He did that.
That's the most ridiculous thing about that. Not the fact that
I said that's the most fun thing.
Oh,
about
I was
no,
thinking-
the most ridiculous thing about
is
that
the
movie.
killer's name.
Well, no, the most ridiculous thing about I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is the whole faking the radio contest that they didn't even get right.
Yeah.
To get them to Jamaica to it's this is just ridiculous.
It was
But he played that stoner dude with the
Far-fetched.
dreadlocks in 2 or 3 different movies.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
That was kind of at that time. That's who Jack Black was.
Yeah.
It's kind of oh yeah, he's that.
And then
He's that guy we'll bring on to be the funny sidekick.
And then you get Empire Records Jack Black for a bunch of years.
He was not in that Empire Records. You're talking about High Fidelity.
Yeah, High Fidelity. Sorry. High Fidelity.
I was like, he is not an
He is
Empire
not an Empire
record.
I am
He's in
old
High
and it's all
Fidelity.
blending together.
He's in Infidelity. High Fidelity.
I never seen High Fidelity.
Oh.
To see High Fidelity.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
All
need to see
right.
High Fidelity. I think you'll enjoy it.
Okay.
It's
80s or 90s?
2000s.
Really?
It came out in 2000.
Yeah.
Those are also pretty good.
And it
I just got through resorting my record collection again over the weekend while I was sick.
oh yeah.
It's now alphabetical instead of
Oh, that reminds me.
by genre.
I'll be right back.
Or he has bought new records. Where does he get his disposable income? It just drives me insane.
I could say the same thing, but I did spend quite a few on.
Maybe I should stop investing in Bitcoin and just buying vinyl. I'm already mad at you for one of these.
Have you already seen it?
I'm already mad at you for one of these.
So it's the 30th anniversary.
I am stealing this.
It's the third. That dude, that is a recent reissue.
Really?
It is the 30th anniversary of Forever Blue by Chris Isaak being released, and they did a reissue of it on vinyl, which is my favorite Chris Isaak.
Where'd
It's
you
one of my
find
favorites.
this at?
I got it off of Amazon, I think.
Oh, see, I don't shop.
Great Escape over on your side of town.
Yeah.
Has got copies of it.
Okay,
So
I'll have to make a stop by there.
and then I got these two. Motley Crue from the beginning. It's kind of a best of Motley Crue. This is the one that I was like, one for Dave, one for Ariel. I know Dave's the Motley Crue.
I'm.
And then
Pantera. Nice.
Decade of Domination, Pantera,
Nice.
1990 to 2000. So it's like, okay. So yeah.
Best breakdown ever.
Best break, which, don't start. This has got Cowboys from
Why is
Hell.
Machine Gun Kelly on here?
Well, he played Tommy Lee in The Dirt.
Yeah.
Have you seen that? You probably haven't seen The Dirt on Netflix. They did a biopic of Motley Crue, and Machine Gun Kelly played Tommy Lee, and he did a really good job.
Yeah, he really did.
It's like, wow, he really got Tommy Lee.
That doesn't sound like something I would ever watch. Motley Crue, for one.
It's all right. It is a very
Not a hair band kind of person.
sanitized and
A Machine Gun
truncated
Kelly
version of the Motley Crue story.
And probably retconned.
Oh,
knowing
absolutely.
Nick.
Only thing I'm attracted to is that the Dolly Parton's on here.
Yes, she is. Was it Home Sweet Home that they do together?
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, then there's the.
I don't even know who this Chris Isaak person is.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You don't know. You might not know who he is, but you know his music.
All
So.
right, what's the song? What's the song?
Song on that one that was the big hit was either "Baby Did a Bad Thing" or "Somebody's Crying." Okay, you've heard "Baby Did a Bad Thing." It's been
Did a
used.
bad thing.
Yeah, that's Chris Isaak.
Okay.
I got to see him at the Ryman.
Yeah, with me.
Yeah.
The other song, his really big hit's not on this album. It's called. It's Wicked Game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That's Chris Isaak.
You probably know it better from
That's
the
Him did a cover of it. Yeah.
no, it's Corey Taylor from Slipknot.
Did he do a cover of it also?
He did an amazing cover of it, actually.
I actually like Him's version of it.
Really?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah, that's how I know it.
Yeah.
Oh, the goth girl in me.
Oh, I know. But yeah, that's Chris
I was like,
Isaak.
wait, that's not because I know this Chris Isaak person.
Yeah.
Who did
No.
this?
No, that's
him.
That's a Chris Isaacs. Go. Okay, you want to see something sexy? Go watch the music video
Yeah.
for Wicked Game.
Because it was Evangeline,
Evangeline?
the model. What
Yeah.
what was her last name?
Shit, was Evangeline. Fuck. But it's just like the two of them on the beach, and there's it is
Black Sand Beach.
It is one of it is
Dun, 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 dun.
and then you get to Pantera. So it's,
I really like Pantera. I just don't like Phil as a person and a whole.
Phil.
My mom has influenced me in my opinions about Phil just because she be feeling a certain type of way. I guess there was a whole thing between Dimebag
Yeah, there was a falling out
and
that they
and
had,
Paul and
and,
then Phil, and there was a lot of things that happened. I guess.
hold on, I got it right here.
But she blames.
It was Helena Christensen that was in the video.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, dude, early '90s supermodel.
Yeah.
And just watch that music video, okay? It's
Wicked games
Yeah.
you do.
but yeah, I do like Him's version of it.
That's what I have in my head. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I know that
Yeah.
song from him.
Oh no, I guarantee you've heard the original version of it because it's one of those things. You hear it.
I'm sure I've heard it like
lot.
grocery store. You know, grocery store likes to
Yes,
play.
you would probably have heard it in the grocery store or an elevator somewhere.
Grocery store always plays.
Let's put it this way.
On the richer.
Ask your mom about it. I guarantee you she knows it. So, 1990 when it was released, and yeah, so. So.
All right, so Sinners. Wrap up what we were saying.
I know we've kind of gone all around the place here.
All around the world.
Sinners, dude, I'm giving it 5 out of 5.
I give it a 5 out of 5.
I'd say 4.
All right.
You
can be,
always got to be one.
over there with your wrong opinion.
Yeah, you can be
everything.
wrong. That's fine. We live in America. You can be wrong.
I didn't think it was over the top. I thought it was a really good, solid 4.
Fair enough.
I disagree. You are wrong.
Well, you can disagree.
Ariel, I think the snake really likes you.
I'm not going to turn around.
It's right there.
I told you guys. He looked at me when I came in. I know he is after me.
My son.
Speak in tongues.
Should have bought a Hyundai. That's how you do it.
What?
Who was it I heard talk say that one time?
What?
So, see, if you ever want to speak in tongues, it's easy. All you got to do is say, should have bought a Hyundai, and just say it as fast as you can over and over again.
That's not speaking in tongues.
I know.
No.
Well, I grew up in a Pentecostal church.
My grandmother's mom was Pentecostal.
Yeah, so I have witnessed this stuff before, and I'm
good. I heard stories.
And I've also been around someone I was like, yeah, that was completely made up. So this is just and it's a strange thing. I'll say this from a theological standpoint. Speaking in tongues is one of the gifts of the Spirit that's mentioned in the New Testament. However, it is one of the lesser. Like, it's one of the ones that, like, only a few people are supposed to have it, not everybody, unlike what some denominations teach. So, anyway, we're not going to get all the theory on it, or the theology on this. Ziggy, calm down. So, my son, whenever he decided that, when I finally said, okay, fine, we're going to get a snake, and I asked him, what are you going to name him? What do you think my son named the python?
I'd call him Mighty. Mighty Python.
I have no idea.
That only made me laugh.
This is Prince Python.
Prince Python.
Prince
Python.
The purple one?
I don't know. That's just what he came up with. I'm like, I'm fine with a python named Prince. So,
but Prince is also okay with python being named after
yeah, there you
the
go.
big snake.
Yeah,
Slutty
gotta love
snake.
gotta love some Prince, man. Can never go wrong with Prince.
No.
Ziggy, it's enough. See, he likes you.
Look, no, he looks like he's gonna escape. He looks like he's looking for a plan.
Yes.
He looks like
He
he's
is most
devising a plan.
He is most
to
definitely trying to
escape
figure out how
and
to get
me.
out, but it would be really difficult for him.
Yeah,
to do
but
it.
he's planning it, and that's how I know. I was right not to like him in the first place. I saw it in his eyes.
You want to hold him? I'll pull him.
Absolutely not. Yeah, look away from me, sir. Look away.
I'll pull the python out, put him on the table. We will hear Ariel speak in tongues.
Shit. No, you'll hear my footsteps running.
It'll be a blend between union dock worker and sailor.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all the curse words.
Probably invent 2 or 3 new ones.
Oh yeah, I got some under my belt. Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys for sticking with us
for putting up with us,
for
being patient for the very last.
Yeah, this was like I said, there was just some circumstances surrounding all this that we
started on tangents. We might as well end on tangents.
Yeah, well, I'm just talking about not being able to get this episode out in October.
3 days of 101 fever was not fun.
Yeah, and also equipment problems.
Yeah.
Technological
and also just some scheduling issues. So it's just, here we are. Who says you can only talk about horror during Halloween, during October?
Yeah.
So it's which
we talked about
we've been
maybe
kicking
doing
around
some
idea of doing a horror podcast
as we go from one pagan holiday to the more celebrated pagan holiday.
Of Saturnella.
Yeah, we could do some Christmas episodes.
Yeah, but it's what is it, Saturn?
I don't remember. But anyway, that's when the English usually told their ghost stories. Was
absolutely.
at Christmas.
That's why the whole, the most wonderful time of the year. You know the song, "The Most Wonderful Time of the Year." Mm-hmm. And it says there'll be scary ghost stories.
Yep.
And tales of past glories. It's like, because that was a tradition during Yule, during the Celtic holidays again.
Yep.
Where it was they would sit around the Yule log and tell ghost stories. So
one of my favorite Christmas movies was
Krampus?
the same creators as like the Rudolph films. They did a one on like
about Rankin
Santa
Bass.
Claus, but
Yeah.
it was like Mother Nature and like
it was like it was
Chris Kringle's story.
right, and they were talking about and they took a
They were talking about
very,
the pagan part of
right.
Christmas,
and it is, and
for a kids film, popular kids
You
film.
know,
That's
there-
kind of crazy.
there's
I'm very
a lot
happy
of
about that.
You look at Christmas, it was Yule. It was also Saturnalia. That's what it's called. 'Cause it was the whole deal with Saturn coming.
You would
around.
get into Twelfth Night.
You would get a 12th night, but it was also the fact of you have the winter solstice on the 21st. So you're right there all around that. And and we're in the dead of winter, and in a lot of these places we're in very cold environments. So it was one of those things of like getting
And
through
it was the long dark.
the long night, the longest night, and all that kind of stuff. And so you get all of this stuff. So like when Christianity started spreading across Europe, they were like these like the like Halloween or All Hallows Eve, was one of those things that they couldn't get rid of. They couldn't get rid of the Yule Festival. They couldn't get rid of the what was the, is it not May Day, but May Day too, but Easter.
Yeah.
Now they're basically what they did is they co-opt all the stuff. So that's why we celebrate Christmas when we do. Like, all right, fine. If we're going to do this, then we'll just celebrate the birth of our Savior on the same time, and we'll just incorporate
The spring equinox. That's the one that's...
Yeah, but the whole deal with like the rabbit and the
Ostra.
Is it Ostra? Is that what it?
Ostra.
The whole thing. It's really funny because you have that, but you also have Passover celebrated during that time, and then of course you have the Christian Easter.
Yeah.
That all kind of happen at the same time. So they're like, okay, we'll just co-opt that in here as well. And that's why we have rabbits and colored eggs, is because that's all a pagan thing. And May Day was a pagan holiday.
Yeah.
That they this kind of stuff, and then of course All Saints Day. They that was okay. Well, All Hallows Eve is right there, so we'll have them right there together. We'll celebrate everything. So it's all a big mishmash of different.
We could go on a whole tangent about this. I was really about to I was like, yes. And you see why Hallmark has taken over those certain holidays because Christianity, and as a whole, Christianity was all about the money in the first place with the church.
Catholic Church.
Catholic Church.
Let's get this straight. The Catholic Church. The Catholic Church.
I was just thinking about paganism in the
the Catholic Church.
That during that time it would have been the Catholic
Church and Joel Osteen are all about the money. So it's
anyway, Sinners, great corn clowns, corny clowns.
Yeah, clown in the cornfield, and all
Boom,
that stuff.
doctor, boom, doctor. There's your sound effects.
I want to hear a clown version of Blind is what I want to hear.
Okay, but Korn does a song called Clown. So
I
really,
know. It's
I think we've lost complete control at this point.
I know. I guess you were probably doing Freak on a Leash though, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would go for a clown version of Freak on a Leash.
I couldn't do clown on here because it's just a bunch of cuss words and that whole sailor thing you were talking about earlier. Yeah.
Face it, you're a juggalo, aren't you? You're a
Ew. I'm sorry. I don't want mean to offend anybody. Don't ask me questions I shouldn't answer.
It's all right. We make fun of juggalos.
Hey,
Listen, everybody's got their taste, and I, as someone who is a clown, as one of my personalities, I'm not that kind of clown.
Yeah.
But good for them.
I'll say this.
I will never whoop whoop, but
I was always
good
really
for them
like
and their family.
whenever I would see juggalos, like people who were like proud juggalos who like got all the tattoos and would wear all this stuff like this. I was just like, why are you doing that? But then the FBI declared them a terrorist organization, and I'm like, maybe there's something good about these guys after all.
Oh.
That's
the government trying to control any kind of set groups.
I grew up occasionally drinking Faygo.
Yeah,
and every once in a while I'll go back to it, just because it's a kind of a nostalgia thing. And I was somewhere and I was drinking my Diet Faygo, and somebody was like, "Oh, look, it's a Juggalo."
Yeah.
It's like, no.
I was over here. There's a gas station over here on Gallatin Road, like not far from where I live. I walked in the other day. I haven't been in there forever, and they had a huge Faygo display in there.
Our bookstore
was like,
sells
dude,
Faygo.
Yeah.
Well, Madison does have quite.
Oh, I know. It's, I believe me. I am well aware.
It's community.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, hey, it's kind of one of those things. Again, I've kind of changed my mind on ICP over the years. I don't necessarily like their music, but hey,
I'm not
what?
for twisted records of any kind.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of their music, but I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of people
I get
who approach the Juggalo community the same way a lot of people have embraced the metal community or the punk.
Yeah, I do
community,
respect
kind of
that.
stuff.
To a certain extent,
They've created their own community.
They absolutely have.
Yeah.
Their own culture and that kind of stuff. It's like good for them,
And when they're not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, when
other part that.
Yeah, I know.
Then they're really respectable people.
Yeah.
I can say Juggalos are really good workers.
Oh yeah.
I've had in all the jobs that I've had, like haunted houses and spirit and anything that's Halloween related. A lot of them end up working, and they are great workers.
Well, good.
They're hardworking people.
Well, good.
Just as long as they're not trying to show you their butthole.
Yeah. It may not be in the employee handbook, but I think that goes without saying that you're not supposed to do that. So it's
no, you got to say it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
You should say it.
I'm sure. I am sure. And on that note, thank you for joining us once again for the Project Gen X podcast. Go and follow us on social media. All those links are in the show notes, and we will be back again soon-ish. We will definitely not.
We'll make plans for it.
We will definitely not take off as long as we did from our only November show last year until we came back in late end of June or July or something like that.
Did we record in June or July?
It was either June or July. Remember
July. Last time you guys had this conversation, you guys said
episode.
July.
Yeah. And so, and we were planning on coming back at that point, and then life took another turn, and it was just 2025 was kind of like a life happened a lot.
Life has been a juggalo.
Yeah, it really kind of is.
It has been showing us its butthole for a year and a half now.
Yes.
I really need some sleep.
It's nap time for
the
all
Project
of us.
Gen X podcast. I'm Alan Smith.
I'm not sure who I am anymore.
You're the other guy.
I'm the other guy, Big Dave.
And I'm Mario Morgana.
We will see you next time.
See ya.